Hey everyone, this is Flipcan Gamer. Guess what? We're 3 more episodes away from the end of the first season. It's about frickin' time, if you ask me. But first, we gotta try through Owls Well That Ends Well. Begin. So this episode begins in the evening as Spike is gathering up things to help Twilight.
Amazing! Awesome! You know, this shower only happens once every 100 years. A centennial celebration. You better get a move on. Don't want to be late. Whoa, whoa, whoa! There. Spike, did you grab my quill and ink? Check. Scrolls? Check. I've also packed telescope apples, bananas, fruit punch, and my freshly baked homemade triple decker nut crazy vanilla cream cookies.
You know, I gotta get this. Well, I do hate him with a burning passion. I do have to give him credit for at least coming up with all that stuff. And I'm actually surprised that he can actually bake.
I can see that. Once again, you read my mind, Spike. And that is why you are my #1 assistant.
And the fact that he's your only assistant.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear you. That is why you are my #1 assistant. Miss that?
You know, I was recently having a little bit of an argument with someone on YouTube, and he asked me why I hate this prick so much. I hope you're watching my review, and I don't care if you hate it. Guess what? That's one of the reasons why I hate Spike. I don't care if he is cute. He is a spoiled, selfish, brattiest prick.
Huh? I said... Come on, let's get going. Wait, I almost forgot. I want to bring the Astronomical Astronomer's Almanac to all things astronomy.
So what happens is that Spike goes back to get the book, and he sneezes on it.
Hey, what's taking my #1 assistant so long?
Alright, I'm gonna be putting that scene in as a nostalgia critic will put it, I'll be putting that scene in the bitch later folder. How much you want to bet this is gonna be part of the classical liar reveal bit and fast forwarding through theme. So yeah. I'm pretty much going back to school by next week, and I'm actually busy with cross country right now. And while I do enjoy cross country, they're working me like a dog, quite literally. Yeah. And yeah, I'm going to be starting sophomore year, and hopefully I can get these reviews out by the time when I'm done with. Well, hopefully, since there are only like 3 episodes left of this season, hopefully there won't be. Oh, wait.
It could happen only on the Hub. We're back to My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, right now on the Hub.
Okay, we're back. So we then cut to nighttime, and Spike and Twilight join up with her friends.
The book was helping identify different planets and stars tonight. Oh, maybe someone borrowed it. Besides, you don't need that book. You can already name all the planets and stars, because you're super smart and astronomically awesome. Thanks, Spike. You're such a flatterer. Yeah, I'm a sweet talker.
Yeah, and you're also a selfish talker, you little asshole.
And a #1 assistant. Right? Check.
You know, no offense, Twilight, but isn't Spike pretty much your only assistant here? So Spike then begins to set up everybody to make every pony feel so happy. And everybody is impressed.
You're lucky to have such a rad assistant. I wish I had someone to do whatever I told them. Oh, me. I'll do whatever you want, Rainbow Dash. Oh, yeah, Pipsqueak? How about taking out the trash? Yes, ma'am. Do we have Spike to thank again for this amazing spread? Isn't he simply amazing? Aw, come on. I said, come on. Oh, little spiky wakey. Who knew that big ferocious dragon started off so cute? Spike, you are such a little star that I had to little bow tie for you. Gosh, you guys are embarrassing me. Stop it. Twilight, your turn.
See what I mean by selfish prick? Okay, yes, he gets whatever he wants, but he demands too much. Yes, he's a dragon, I get it, but that doesn't change the fact he's a selfish prick.
Spike, that's enough.
All right, that's enough.
Hey, every pony, the show is starting.
So then they go over to the, I guess, star shower, or whatever the hell it's called, and apparently Spike starts to fall asleep. Ugh. Now he knows how I'm going through. I'm trying to get back to the swing of things. So after the shower ends, they continue to eat.
Wow, these cookies are delish. Spike made them. Speaking of, Spike, can you bring us some punch? Spike?
And only to find out that Spike's falling asleep.
Oh, poor little thing. Aw, he's worked himself to the bone. And now the punch has been spiked.
So then we come back to Twilight's house where, while Spike is asleep, she decides to write about comics.
Have body structures that are fragile and diverse. Shoot! Oh, it's a job for Spike. If only he were awake.
But before Twilight can panic like she always does, she's greeted by a little owl, who she decides to befriend.
Don't be afraid. Thank you for returning my scroll. Gosh, it's cold tonight. Say, would you like to relax in here and keep me company while I work? Now, where was I?
And thus we get the introduction to one of the new characters named Owlowiscious.
It grows in size and brightens as the comet approaches.
Again, this is going to be another one of those bitch later folder. Okay, time to put the character in the bitch later folder. Don't worry, it'll come in handy. So we cut to the next morning where Spike oversleeps and then he begins to panic.
I overslept! I know it's already 10, but I'm scaly-tailed and bright-eyed, ready to work twice as fast. Oh, please don't be upset, Twilight. What do you want for breakfast? Oatmeal? How about a sunflower smoothie? Grass pancakes?
Spike, don't worry.
It's my morning chores.
It's okay. Owlowiscious did them for you.
Who?
He's our new junior assistant. He's going to help out with your chores so you won't be so tired all the time.
So, to put that in English, basically Owlowiscious is now in this episode that basically helps Spike do all his night chores. But then Spike decides to act like a complete prick and acts like everything's fine.
Well, what do we need a junior assistant for? I'm not tired. I do fine on my own. I don't need sleep.
Spike, don't worry. He's just here to help out a little. Now I have to go out, so why don't you introduce yourself to Owlowiscious? He's in the library.
Please tell me this isn't going to end well.
Do I look worried? I'm not worried. Who's worried?
Oh yes, that's the same guy who says the dragon who has the sweat coming down off his forehead. So then Spike decides to meet Owlowiscious, and then we get an Exorcist joke, because it existed, and I would say that scene would be dark and nerving and say that'd be creepy, but I'm not, because Spike does it for me.
Whoa! Dude, that's creepy. Hi there. I'm Spike. I'm sure Twilight's told you all about me. Spike, you know, assistant number 1. I'm Spike. Who are you? What are you? Who? I thought your name was Owlowiscious. Okay, who?
Please don't tell me this joke is going to get old really quick.
Look, all you need to know is that I'm number 1 and you're number 2. Got it? So, a man of mystery, huh?
Yeah, and let me ask you, please tell me that that joke isn't going to get old really quick.
I'm keeping my eye on you. I've I've got eyes in the back of my head, too, you know.
Get it? Because he had eyes at the back of his head, and yet he didn't. I just wanted to point that out there because it was so fucking stupid.
Well, not really, but you know what I mean.
And then Spike comes to the conclusion.
That bird is out for my job. He wants to be number one. Well, I'll prove to Twilight that I deserve to be number one, not freaking feathers over there. I won't let him have my job. It's the last thing I do.
See what I mean on why Spike acts like a grade A asshole? So where was I? Oh yeah, so I'm pretty much going to be starting school in a few weeks, and I'm pretty much going to be, like, busier than ever, but hopefully not extremely busy to the point where I'm tired and, like, can't do anything. So hopefully, once I'm done with the last 3 episodes of this season, I can get moving on to season 2. Can't believe it just... I'm still actually shocked it took me an entire year to review all the episodes of just the first season. And I was actually planning to do, like, a countdown to my favorite episodes. Like, it's going to be something similar to, like, the Odd Flames Top 25 No More Heroes bosses. Well, I'll explain it. Yeah, I'm going to explain it right now. So I think what I'm going to do after I'm done with the first season is that I'm going to be doing a countdown of, like, my top 25 favorite MLP episodes of Season 1. And just to let you know, it's going to be very similar to, like, the video game countdowns you see, like, the Odd Talk of Flames Top 25 No More Heroes bosses and Top 13 Marvel bosses, Speedy Man's Top 39 Metroid Prime Trilogy bosses and Top 19 Okami bosses. What else? Oh, yeah, right. And then there's, like, Top 13 Organization 13 members. There's, Green Scorpion's Top 15 Punch-Out Wii Boxers. There's Tree Minions Top 22 Yoshi Island Bosses, etc., etc. So basically, if you haven't seen those lists, it's basically a list where I count down from which episode I think is the worst all the way to which episode I think is the best. Okay? After much explaining, let's get back. So let me cut back to Spike reading a book where literally the main 6 do the same exact goddamn thing to Owlowiscious the same way they did to Spike. And I don't mean copy it, like note for note the friggin' same.
With his feathery little friend, I'm Hoop. He's just wonderful. He's just wonderful.
Yes, because I'm sure they don't sense the obvious jealousy. Hey, you little bastard.
Yes, wonderful. He is quite the charmer.
I hope you die in a fiery pit.
And Owlowiscious is just such a star. I just had to make this little bow for you.
Yeah, seriously, I'm not even kidding. That's literally like doing the same goddamn thing over again. It's literally like we're playing level in a video game. And not to mention, outside of Twilight, the other five main characters don't even know Owlowiscious. They just met them just now. Now, what is the point of that? And of course, as you can get, as this pisses off Hooters make pointless fucking bullshit drag into a boil. And then they notice the jealousy.
What's he all so sore about?
He's probably just jealous of Owlowiscious. Maybe Spike feels threatened or worried that Owlowiscious will replace him. Replace him? Huh, that's crazy. Spike knows he can't be replaced.
He's trying to replace me. I better step...
You know what? I feel like this is the main problem of this episode. I mean, aside the fact that we're centering around the most hated character in my mind, and it doesn't make any sense why nobody else is getting angry at this, but the fact of the matter is that they're constantly, all throughout the episode, they make me want to hate Spike more and more, because just like in Feeling Tinky Keen, where they made Twilight look like the antagonist in Feeling Tinky Keen, which is why I forgot to mention why I hated that episode so much, In Owl's Well It Ends Well, the entire episode makes Spike the bad guy and makes me find more reasons to hate him. A lot.
Gotta make sure that Twilight and Owlowiscious know that I'm still number one.
And they're up a lot of the time. And of course, when Twilight gets something wrong, Owlowiscious beats
The store is
Spike
called Quills and Sofas.
He ultimately gets to find a chicken, but without giving too much away, by the time he gets back, this happens.
Spike, I was calling out for you when you were turning this place upside down. Owlowiscious gave me one of his feathers to use as a quill.
Yeah, it's like you could have just done that and saved us 2 minutes. It would spare us the shittiness.
That's just great. Perfect. Sweet.
And how do you manage to clear off these scratches and scars? Who knows? Maybe you must have the indestructible dragon skin. I don't know, you figure it out.
I think I'll just finish up the rest of my chores. Or did Owlowiscious already do them?
Twilight, why are you not noticing this? I mean, you can clearly see the little bastard's getting jealous of an owl. Yeah, I forgot to mention, he's getting jealous of an owl. A fucking owl! How can you just get jealous of something that can't even talk?
Oh, no. There are quite a lot of them.
Well, that's fun, because I can just stay up all night and finish.
Poor Spike. He'll come around. He's genuinely a good little guy.
If you can count the other 23 times of his insulting and douchebaggery. Okay, time to pull out the bitch later folder. Because now we get my favorite cliche of all time. As Spike wakes up the next morning to find Twilight actually found the book. You can see where this is going, right?
Spike, what is this?
What is this?
You said this book was missing. Well, Owlowiscious found it right where it belongs. But like this. How did it get this way?
You see, I...
If you guessed the liar revealed it, then congratulations! You suck! I am not even kidding. And I actually smelled, when I first saw this episode with the whole book thing, I figured, you know what, yeah, I think they're going to pull in the liar revealed it. And pretty much like Dog Walker, the liar revealed it is, yes, it's a cliche that I really fucking despise. And wouldn't you know it, the liar revealed it happens to show its face in this episode. Continuity! It's not just for the coherent anymore!
just didn't want to disappoint you, and, have you ever seen a dragon sneeze?
I've seen a dragon lie. I'm very disappointed in you, Spike.
You set me up.
You idiot! He didn't set you up! He was trying to basically do the truth, and besides, it was your own stupid fault that the book got burned, you frickin' moron!
Well, two can play that game.
See what I mean why I hate him so much?
Not who. Two!
Oh yeah, because that joke was really funny the third time around, and I'm sure obviously everybody else in the audience who saw this episode pretty much threw everything out the window.
Owlowiscious out. Take.
God! Oh, yeah. And remember when I said earlier they tried to make Spike look like the antagonist, which gives me more reason to hate him? Well, how about this? He tries to do every classic villain, every gnome with the... Well, everything in black, with the evil mustache, the evil laugh, and every single villain you probably know from the 1950s and the 1960s. Neat.
Come along, Opal. Let's hurry up and get to Fluttershy's tea party.
And then Spike decides to go in the Rarity's Carousel Boutique without her permission to basically find more reasons for me to hate him.
So lifelike.
Really? A toy mouse? Do you honestly think Twilight is gonna fall for that, you freaking idiot? Seriously, Spike, I can find more and more reasons to hate you that nobody else sees. But seriously, are you an idiot? Oh wait, let me rephrase that. You're a fucking idiot!
And when Twilight discovers it shredded up on her floor, she'll think mouse-eating Owlowiscious is to blame. And I'll be number one again.
You know, dick. Because that's what you are, Spike. A fucking dick. I can't even put into words why you're such, not only a selfish prick, but you're also a fucking douchebag. I'm not even kidding. Like, literally, ever since the first, no, not the first episode, how do I put this? When did my hatred for you begin to rise? Well, let's see. It happened in Ghostbusters, then it ultimately showed in Winter Wrap-Up, and then you already saw me show your idiocy and feeling picky teen, and then your selfish douchebaggery secrets, that's not even a secret at all, in green isn't your color, and now I can see your ultimate douchebaggery in this. So, you know what, Spike? You can basically just die. Like, literally, just... That's all I ask you, Spike. Just burn up and die. Because... And, do you want to know something else? Like, seriously, the people who think he's cute, which, yes, I will admit, Spike is cute. When he is not being either stupid, selfish, or being a complete asshole. Okay? You know that one episode of South Park? You know? That one episode? Well, yeah, it's official. I'm declaring the Spike as the biggest douche in the universe. So yeah, you know what? Yeah, it's official, Spike. I'm declaring you to be the biggest douche in the universe. And so let me get this straight. So you're telling me that Gilda basically being a gigantic bitch is okay. You think that Trixie being a one-dimensional character is passable. You think Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon being selfish brats aren't okay. But when you see a cute dragon doing all the things that those four characters do, that is passable? Like, Seriously, for those of you who actually like this character, you really want me to find more reasons to rip this character into a new one? Seriously? You really want me to find more reasons to hate him and rip on him into a new oblivion? You know what? I think this entire speech from the Nostalgia Critics, Pearl Harbor, perfectly sums up Spike in a nutshell.
You know, dick. That's what you are, fucking dick. When you show this image of the American flag destroyed, you're not just showing your dollar store symbolism that says, "Ooh, America's hurt," but it's very clear that what is important to you is not how you view America. What is important to you is how others see viewing America.
I'm right in this fucking brick. So without giving too much away, a Twilight sees the entire thing. Oh, yeah, and Spike decides to be a little bastard again.
That poor little field mouse, torn to pieces.
Really?
It must have been Owlowiscious. Since owls eat, mice.
Yeah, it's official, Spike. I'm officially declaring you as the biggest douche in the universe.
What a terrible, terrible bird. He must be punished. Right?
Spike, I don't know what upsets me more. That you deliberately tried to set up Owlowiscious, or that you actually thought this pathetic attempt would work.
Yeah, you know what? I'm actually with Twilight on this one, because now she finally realized that this Spike is a great A asshole after 24 episodes of the first season.
You've let your jealousy get the best of you, Spike. I am truly disappointed. This is not the Spike I know and love.
Well, to be frank, I never loved him to begin with.
She doesn't love me anymore.
So yeah, so for those of you who still think Spike is cute, do you see where I'm going with this? I mean, seriously, why do you think that this character is cute when throughout most of the series he does nothing but act like a wimpy punching bag or a selfish prick or nothing but a fucking asshole? Okay, why is it that the people who think this character is cute doesn't even see all that? Okay? Like, seriously, I don't fuck around with this shit, okay? Like, really? Like, why can you not see this fact? Okay, yes. Okay, I don't understand. When previous characters on the show, like Gilda, Trixie, like when Gilda does something mean, Trixie does something and show off it, or when Diamond Tiara acts like a spoiled brat, that's totally not okay. But when Spike does all that stuff, why does that get a free pass? I ask you, why does that get a free pass? Do you see where I'm going with this? I feel like you people want me to find more reasons to hate this character. Oh, and speaking of which, if the gigantic douchebag realizes that his life finally sucks ass.
Could it get any worse?
Yes, it does.
I guess yes.
Okay, so Spike eventually finds some gems, but then he comes across another dragon.
I didn't know these were your gems, but we're cool, right? Well, hey, we're like brothers, you know? I mean, you're a dragon, I'm a dragon. It's us against the world, right?
Please kill him!
You don't scare me. So you're big. Really big. And your claws are super sharp. Tail. Extra spiky.
Please kill him!
But, you don't scare me. Ha! How'd you like that?
Yes! Burn the bastard!
I'd love to stay, but gotta go. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
So then, you're kidding me. Like, seriously? We're at the last 5 minutes of the episode, and now it decides to give us an action scene. But then Owlowiscious, and before all lame jokes can go to hell. So before all lame jokes can finally go to hell, Owlowiscious decides to save Spike and Twilight. And they manage to get away nonetheless.
You. I was so worried about you. Why did you run away?
Yeah, Twilight, and explain to me why you had that giant rant before the last commercial break.
I thought you didn't need me anymore, and that you didn't love me anymore.
Spike, sure I was disappointed, but you were my #1 assistant and friend.
What?
And you always will be.
You're kidding.
It's just that sometimes I need some help at night. I can't ask you to stay up late. You're a baby dragon, and you need your rest. Owls are nocturnal, so I asked Owlowiscious to help, but not to take your place.
Yeah! Like you could have just told him that throughout the past 20 minutes. And you could have wrapped up this entire situation in just 2 minutes.
No one could ever replace you, Spike.
Unless it's somebody like myself would come to kill you in your sleep.
Not even when you are being a jealous numbskull.
I'm sorry, Twilight. I never should have been so jealous.
And I'm sorry too, Spike. I should have been more sensitive.
I really hope people, when I get back to school next week, I really hope they should be a little bit more sensitive. Or, unless they decide to act like Spike, the grade A asshole.
And Owlowiscious?
We're not doing that joke for a third time.
Read about what happened today.
I'm ready when you are.
Hey, Spike, why don't you write to Princess Celestia and tell her what you've learned?
Really? Why, that's a big responsibility.
I know, but nothing my #1 assistant can't handle.
Dear Princess Celestia, this is Spike writing to you about my adventures. This week, I learned that being jealous and telling lies gets you nowhere in friendship. I also learned that there's plenty of love for every friend.
Yeah, you can tell that asshole. You were the one who was keeping the time since these last 20 minutes.
Yeah. So from here on out, I promise that I, Spike, will...
We'll promise not to be a selfish asshole for the last 2 episodes.
Oh, Spike. Who? Spike. You know...
You're kidding me.
Oh.
Oh my god! Yeah, this is beyond desperate. It's like you guys are literally trying to get every single last minute piece of shit giggle you can get out of us. Cindy Marr, I don't pay attention to the writers all that much for this episode, but when I know it's Cindy Marr, I definitely know it. Especially considering the fact she's the same chick who was the writer for Winter Wrap-Up. So guess what? Well, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. All's well that ends well. I really fucking despise it, and desperate is the perfect way to describe this episode. I mean, really, that's literally how I feel at this point. Okay, considering the fact that... Okay, for one thing, I forgot to mention this episode copies off a moral from another previous episode, which was green isn't their color. Another problem is that the moral is completely voided, and throughout the entire episode, it makes Spike look like the antagonist, giving me more reasons to hate this prick. Oh, and need I forget that it used the same goddamn moral as green isn't your color. And while I didn't declare Green Isn't Your Color as my absolute favorite episode since I gave it a C, that was because the subplot was pointless. But hey, Green Isn't Your Color at least had an actual good jealousy story, and the jealousy story in this episode was fucking pointless! Not to mention, everything, like, the jokes get old really quick, the characters were not all that focused, and yeah, I really fucking hated the way Spike was interpreted. So, yeah, I'm not going to justify it anymore. It's a D-. Okay? Seriously. I originally gave Bridal Gossip a B. I changed it to a D- in my Feeling Taking Game review since I realized I'm sick of that episode. But, you know what? I feel like that's... Okay? But, you know what? I feel like Bridal Gossip is looking at this shit and laughing at it. So, yeah, a D-. And there's nothing you can say to change my mind. I literally hate this episode with a burning passion to the point where I just want to break that stupid dragon's head off. Yeah, it's a D-. I'll see you in Party for 1.